Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, is my audio clearly coming? Can you just confirm in the chat? Then we will just start the stream. Hello, is my audio clearly coming? Can you just confirm in the chat? Then we will. So yeah, we can just start the stream. So with respect to the previous stream, we have already seen that we'll be solving 4 problems. So in this stream also we'll be solving 4 problems, one easy, two medium, and one hard. So for the next stream, like the stream that I will be doing tomorrow, If you have any suggestions like what problems should I pick or what topic should I pick, you can write it in the chat. For now, for today's stream, it is common, if there will be no suggestions, I'll be picking up the DP or graph, you can say. In today's stream, I'll be picking up the DP problems and like hash problems and all of that, but the hard problems will be chosen from the DP ones. So let me just check whether everything is running fine or not. So the stream health is poor. So yeah, we can just start with the stream. So the first question will be easy, the second will be medium, the third will also be medium, and the fourth one will be hard. So yeah, let us start with some easy problem. So let me just filter it out difficulty wise. What is the easy problem? Uh, mm, there is a very good problem on string, I don't know, isomorphic. We can pick up that. Yeah, we can solve this particular problem. The stream rate is declining. Let me just check it once again. It is excellent. Okay, so if you have any suggestions, you can write it in the chat, what problems to choose or what topics we want to choose. So for the next stream we'll be choosing that, like our main pattern for the entire stream will be easy, medium, medium and hard. That is the pattern of the LeetCode contest, so we can go with that. So for today's contest, not contest, for today's stream, the first one, the easy problem, will be the isomorphic string. The two mediums will be, I'll be taking DP, and the last one hard will again be a DP problem, or one medium we can take a linked list problem. So first isomorphic string, then a linked list problem, then two DP problem. One medium will be DP and one medium will be linked list, and the hard one will be again DP. I have chosen the problems such that it goes connected. So like if we are solving a medium DP problem and we are solving a hard DP problem, those two problems are a slight variation of each other. So I have chosen those problems in a way so that it can be easier for you to understand as well. So I also do come prepared with the stream so that I don't fumble during while I'm streaming. So yeah, let us start with this first problem, that is the isomorphic string. It is again an easy problem. So let us read what the problem says. So given two strings s and t, we need to determine if they are isomorphic. So two strings s and t are isomorphic if the characters in s can be replaced to get t. All occurrences of a character must be replaced with another character while preserving the order of characters. And no two characters may map to the same character, but character may map to itself. So this is pretty much confusing problem to understand with the help of problem statement. So let us see this first example in order to understand in more better way. So here the s is given as egg and t is given as add. Now what the question is saying, that we need to convert this s string to s by transforming in such a way that if we pick one character from s and if we map it with some other character, so that should be equivalent in the t as well. So let me give you this particular example to make you understand what I'm saying. So in this you can say e in string s, the e is mapped to a and g is mapped to d. So let's see, here it is egg and actually the string t is add. Now if we are mapping e to a and d, not d, g to d, then what will this particular s string will become? This s string will become E we want to replace it with A, so A will come here in place of E, and G we are replacing it with D. So here also D will come and here also D will come. So you see the egg string is now converted to add, and add is nothing but that string T. So we have successfully transformed this string. So these strings are isomorphic strings. So this is what the question is saying. Now there is one more thing in this problem, that you cannot like map one character with two different characters. For example, here you can say that E is mapped to let's say A, so you cannot map D also to A. That is not possible. You can only like map one character to another character, otherwise the everything will become changed, right? So basically you can say that A can be mapped to only one character. That is what it is saying in some other words. So this was the main confusing part and the most important part that you need to understand. So side by side, let me see the chat as well, whether it is running or not, because there was some connection issues. It is currently working fine, but still let me just check. So yeah, I hope you understand the problem till now. If you have any doubts, you can ask it in the chat as well. I'll be able to explain it again. There is no problem. But yeah, let us see another example. Example 2. So example 2 is F11, the string S, and string T will be B23. So here, can we convert string S to string T or not? So it is not possible, because if we convert string S, because you see F must be converted to B, so that means we need to map F to B, and now 1 should be mapped to 2, because in place of 1 there should be 2, so 1 we will map to 2. Now there is 3 but there is 1, so what you will say, 1 must be mapped to 3 as well, but this is wrong. One character cannot map to two different characters, as we have seen previously. So if 1 is mapping to 2, so 1 cannot get mapped to 3. So in this case I have written wrong, actually this was not applicable, so sorry for that. Yeah, so if 1 is mapped to 2, then 1 cannot be mapped to 3, because obviously in one place you are saying that 1 must be replaced by 2, and in other place you are saying 1 must be replaced by 3. So what order should we follow? There should be consistency, right? So this is what the question has said. You cannot map one character to two different characters. You can see here, no two characters may map to the same character, but a character may map to itself. So one can be mapped to itself, that is fine, but no two characters may map to the same characters. So that is what we have discussed here. So in this case we can convert like this. F will be converted to B, so B will be there. 1 will be converted to 2, so 2 will be there, but 1 cannot again convert it to 3, so it need to be 2 only. Or if you map 1 to 3, then it will be B3 3. So in either case this cannot be done, so the strings are not isomorphic, so we will be returning false. So this is what they have said, string S and T cannot be made identical, one needs to be mapped to both 2 and 3, and that is not possible according to the question. So that's why the output here is false. Now let us see this third example, whether we can do this or not. So let me just clear this thing again. So in this we have paper as the string S, and we have title as the string T. Now first we need to convert this P to T, so we need to map P to T. Now we have this second thing, or let me rather just put this up and mark it as mapping. So here we are doing mapping, and this is the string S, and this is the string T. So we need to convert S to T. So there is a chat. I too was solving problems on LeetCode right now. Yeah, that is great. So let us just solve this problem together. If you have any doubts, you can just write it in the chat. If you have any doubts till now, I'll be happy to answer that. So P must be mapped to T, because obviously if you want to convert string S to string T, that means all the characters in S must be equal to all the characters in T, right? So if here it is P and here it is T, then we must map P to T. We don't have any other option. So we mapped P to T. Now we came at second character, that is A. Now A must be mapped to I. We have no other option. So we will say okay, A must be mapped to I. Now we again came to P. Now P must be mapped to T, but we in the map see that P is already mapped to T, so that is fine. In this case we don't need to map one single character to two different characters, so that is fine till now. Now we have E. E must be mapped to L, so E must be mapped to L, so yes, it is fine. Now we have the last character as R, so R must be mapped to E, so R must be mapped to E. So till now, let's see with the help of this mapping, can we convert this string S to string T or not. So paper we have, right? So PAPER. So what this S string will become now after the mapping? P will be replaced by T. So okay, here it will be T and here it will be T. A will be replaced with I. So here it will be I. Now T was already there because here it is P, so we have already mapped P to T, so it exists. Now E must be mapped to L, so E must be mapped to L. Now the last thing is R. R must be mapped to E, so we mapped R to E. So you see, this is the string S, but after mapping the string S became title. So string T is also title and string S also became title after this mapping. So yes, this is isomorphic string, because with the help of consistent mapping according to the question that they have, the rules that they have provided, we have successfully converted this string S to string T. That means they are isomorphic, so we'll be returning true. So this is how the things will work here. So I hope you understand. If you haven't understand, you can just write it in the chat section. I'll be happy to answer that. And now we will be writing the code after this. So before writing the code, we can just get an idea or get a hint that we'll be using map here, or rather you can say unordered map. Now why mapping? Because obviously you can see that we need to convert one character to another, and how we need to convert it? We are creating a mapping. So obviously if we are creating a mapping, we need some kind of map. Now will one map be sufficient? No, one map will not be sufficient. I'll explain why one map will not be sufficient. So we'll be creating one ordered map and another unordered map. So there will be two unordered map. Why two unordered map? Because of the condition that we have seen in this particular example 2, that no same character must be mapped to two different characters. So we need to keep track of that thing as well, and the other thing is that we need to keep track of this particular actual mapping. So one map will be for the actual mapping. Let's say this is for the actual mapping of the characters, and the other map will be for what? To check whether one character has been already mapped to other character or not. So whether one character was already mapped to some other character or not. So two maps. So I hope you understand till now. If you have any doubts, you can write in the chat. I'll answer that. And now we'll be writing the code, but today there is some internet issue, I think. So let me just check stream also side by side. Yeah, it is excellent. Okay, no problem. Yeah, it is working fine. So if you don't have any doubts, we can just write the code, or if you have any doubts you can write it in the chat. I'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes and then we'll be writing the code. If you have any doubts like why we are using two unordered map, you can ask. I'll be happy to explain it again. If you have some other doubts you can write, I'll be explaining those as well. If you have any suggestions in the next live stream, like I'll be streaming this again, I'll be streaming it daily around 11 p.m. So if you have any suggestions what topic to choose, what problems to choose, so you can just write it in the chat, and for the tomorrow's live stream I'll pick those problems, or I'll pick problems on the topics that you suggest. So this chat is open to all, you can just write your suggestions, I'll be happy to answer that. So let me just check in my mobile as well whether it is running fine or not, stream and all. So yeah, stream is working fine. So yeah, stream is working fine. If you have any questions you can just write it in the chat. And after this stream I have decided, like after we solve all the four problems, I'll be waiting for 30 minutes just for the chat. I'll just discuss the your questions that you have for inside the chat. We'll just have a normal discussion after I solve all these four problems. So yeah, if you have any questions you can ask then also. Now after 2-3 minutes, if you don't have any questions, I am just reading the chat, then you can ask. And if you don't have any questions after this particular 2-3 minutes, we'll just write the code. So yeah, we can just write the code now. So first we need to take the S and T length, and I think S and T are both of the same length. Yeah, in the constraints you can see S and T are both of the same length, so we can just take any of the length, S dot length or T dot length, or rather size. Now we need to like take two unordered maps. So unordered map which will be what, character mapping, so it will be character to character, so char comma char, and this will be, let's say, mp1, or you can yeah, just write just name it mp1. And we can have another map to just check the double mapping if we are creating or not, just to keep track of that. Now it will be taking a boolean. If one character is been already mapped, we'll be marking it as true, otherwise we'll be marking it as false, or we don't mark anything. If it exists, that means it will be true. If it doesn't exist, it will be false. So what we will do, we will take character and boolean, so this will be mp2. Now what we need to do, we need to first create mapping by going on to the each and every character inside our string s. So we need to convert s to t, right? So we need to map s string to t, right? So we'll be iterating on s. So for int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So what we need to do, we need to map mp of 1, that is the mapping mp1 of s of I. This should be equivalent to what? So this is the mapping, this is the s character, this is mp1 of s of I. This should be equal to what? This should be equal to t of I, its corresponding character that is present in string t. So it should be t of I, right? But we need to make sure that this particular what you can say this particular character is been already present inside the map or not. If it is already present, then we cannot map it, right? So let me just show you what I'm saying. So if MP of count, so if MP of count of S of I, that means if there is already a mapping inside this map, that is MP1, sorry to write here MP. So if MP of 1, so if this S of I is already been mapped inside this MP1, and if it is not equal to this T of I, if it is not equal to this T of I, so if MP of S, MP1 of S of I is not equal to T of I, that means this has been already mapped to some other character. Now we need to map it to T of I. So one character cannot have two different mappings, right? So we need to return from here that it is false. No, we cannot create this mapping because this mapping already exists, which is not equal to T of I. So in the example 2 we have seen that 1 was already mapped to 2, but when we came to 1 again, we want it to map it to 3. So here the condition follows. Yes, 1 was already mapped, but here we want to map 1 to 3. So that's why we need to return false, because 1 has been already mapped to 2, but now we are saying we need to map 1 to 3. So that is not possible. So return false. What can be the other case? Other case can be that the string, this mapping doesn't exist. So if this mapping doesn't exist, that means we need to create that mapping, right? So we will create this mapping. So we created this mapping, but if we create this mapping, that means this particular T is also mapped to some character, right? So we need to also write like this. We need to use this second map now, because we are saying that okay, S, the character in S should be mapped to one character, but that same applies to the string T also, right? Its character should also be mapped to some same character, otherwise the rules will be broken. It should be for both strings, right? It should be valid for both strings. So if we are saying that S character must be you can say point to one character of T, that means T's character should also be point to one character inside S, then only the rule will be followed, right? So if S mapping is not done, that means we need to map it for string T. So F mapping is not done, so it will come in the else case. So we create this mapping. Okay, T, this P should be mapped to T. Now we can say that okay, P is mapped to T and T is also been mapped to P. So we can write MP2 of T of I equal to true. That means we have created this mapping P to T and this T is already occupied. So we cannot map this to something else. So T has been already occupied. So when will this case fail? This case will fail here. If MP2 dot count of T of I, in this case we need to return false, otherwise it will work fine. So let me just side by side see the chat. So I can just open the chat here as well. Yeah. So I hope you understand. So what we are doing here, if S has been mapped to some character, then it is okay. We need to check. Hello bhaiya, please start some. According to the job market, you just focus on developing and DSA both. My advice would be same, like focus on DSA as well and focus on development as well. In terms of development, make good projects, and in terms of DSA, just focus on medium problems. If you are new, you can just start with some easy problems, around 20-30 easy problems. And then you can just follow or just focus on medium problems. Give your maximum time in development and 2 to 3 hours remaining in DSA. If you are just new to DSA, either choose one language, C++ or Java. Don't go for Python. If you are learning C++, I have learned C++, so I can tell about that. First learn C++ STL. If you are using Java, you should learn first Java collection. after learning this, do some easy problems 20 to 30 and then focus only on mediums. So learn pattern wise. So if you want to learn pattern wise which problems to solve first and all of that, so I have my website created, codetips.site. So let us wait here for some time. I'll just show you how I have created a DSA sheet pattern wise, so that it is easier for new people or beginners to understand and know which problems to solve in which order. So here you will not only get a normal DSA sheet, here you will also get which problem to solve next after solving this current problem. So you can see I have picked 278 problems under 72 different patterns. So you can see 2 pointers have various approach, so various kind of patterns in 2 pointers starting from opposite ends, where there is a fixed plus 2 pointer, merge to sorted array or sequence kind of problems. So these all are under 2 pointers, and these are the different variations or patterns you can say. And in this also, which problem to solve sequentially. So first solve this problem, then solve this problem, then solve this problem. If you are practicing DSA, you have solved 200 300 problems, you know, like you want to know how your profile is there, are you going into the right direction. There is a free profile review section as well, so you can give free profile reviews for me also. I'll personally check your profile and give you a detailed PDF report or analysis you can say, for what you are doing correctly, where you should focus, what should be the next step, what should be the roadmap that you need to follow in detail. I'll give you a PDF. So this is completely free website, and you don't even need to sign in order to solve problems. Just see the DSA sheet, start solving. If you want to mark for revision or track your progress in this case, like how many problems you have solved and all of that, in that case you need to sign in. Otherwise it is completely a like guest platform and free to use. So yeah, this website may help you. There are reviews also given, 12 reviews. These are all genuine reviews, not like my friends have reviewed this. No, all of the reviews are original and verified. So yeah, you can try this website as well. I have also written some tips and tricks, so I have written blogs on them, so you can read the blogs as well. So you can see in the guides what all blogs that I have written. So according to that, you can follow. If you are stuck on anything, how to solve particular DP problem, what patterns we need to find inside DP problems, so here you can go out and check DP. I have created blogs related to DP, like step-by-step guide to solve DP problem, then how to differentiate between greedy problems and DP problems. So you can read my articles. There are some general questions also which I have taken, like how to know this, like what all cheat sheet you have for the C++ STL, because I have done in C++ STL, so I have written on that. Java, maybe if I have done in Java, I would have written for Java collections. So all kinds of LeetCode problems that you know, bit manipulations, this is a very important thing, like what all operators, short tricks that you need to use related to bit manipulation. Math is a very common thing, how to use GCD functions, prime numbers, sieve of Eratosthenes, modular arithmetic, power and all of that, power exponentiations and all of that. Time and space complexity related cheat sheet, what time complexity to use when, how to read problem statement, and according to the constraint how to think in terms of time complexity and all of that, how what all edge cases there can be possibly for a particular question. All of this I have written. You can just check this out. This is a free website. I hope it helps. So yeah, so this was the problem statement. So yeah, I hope you understand this particular problem, and in the end, if we just mapped everything correctly, then we just need to return true. So if you have any doubts related to this particular problem, then just ask it. Thanks. Yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining into this particular live stream. I hope you are enjoying this. So let us run this on example test cases. So it is error, should be size. too early. Yeah, so all of this passed, all of the example test cases passed. Let us run on this other test cases. Yeah, it got accepted. So I hope you understand. इन्फोसिस स्पेशलिस्ट एसडी रोल के लिए लिया था I didn't understand what you are asking. What is your name? Prem Prakash Gupta. Can you please explain in more detail? I didn't understand what you are asking. It is something to like Infosys DSA role, SDE role, I think. Can you just explain? I didn't understand this last thing. Yeah. Yeah. Can we prepare for Infosys DSA questions here? Yeah, like this live stream is for solving LeetCode problems only. Yeah, so whatever I'm explaining, like this is a universal thing. Like it can be done for any interview problem. And if you're talking about my code tips website, so the code is not code forces. Sorry, code tips. So if you are asking about this, so this all problems that I have mentioned here, this will cover your majority of the DSA problems, so you can practice here as well. And if you want to practice in the live stream, I'll be joining here in this YouTube channel daily around 11 p.m. or yeah, and I'll be streaming for like 2.5 hours. So yeah, you can prepare from this my live stream as well. If you want to visit my website, you can prepare from there also. Infosys questions are generally like they are asking a pretty bit hard problems, but I have covered those as well, hard problems as well. Yeah, sure, thank you. We'll be taking hard problems as well. This live stream's main focus will be to move towards the advanced topics like DP and graphs. So if I'm solving 4 problems daily, you can expect 3 problems or 2 problems at least for the DP problems. One will be obviously the hard one for the DP and other one will be the medium. So yeah, I think it will help you in your Infosys journey as well. And if you want to recommend some problems, or if you want to like share some topics which you want to be covered in the next live stream, you can just comment in the chat. I'll be taking care of that in the next live stream. So if you like, for the next live stream, what 4 problems I should choose, or what 4 topics I should choose for practice, so you can just let me know. I'll be choosing those problems or topics and explaining those. But I hope you are enjoying this live stream as well, and I hope I am able to deliver the things and make you all understand. So if this particular question is clear, we can just move on to the next problem. So one easy is done. Now it's time for the 2 medium problems. So just go on to the problem list. And yeah, after those 2 medium, we'll be taking one hard problem of DP. So let us take a linked list problem in the medium linked list problem. So where is linked list? Which problem to choose? maybe delete middle node. Yeah, we can take that. Let me just see sidewise stream how the stream is going. Yeah, so this will be our next medium problem. Let me just reset this. So yeah, I also come prepared for this live stream so that I do not fumble within this live stream. So that's why I'm saying that you can just give your problems or topics so that I can also come prepared. So this is the next problem. Delete the middle node of a linked list. By title also it is pretty much easy to understand. So in the previous live stream we have discussed how to find middle of the linked list. So we will again discuss that thing in detail, how to find the middle of the middle node of the linked list, and then we will particularly solve this problem. So it will be revision for you, how that middle node thing work with the help of fast and slow pointers, how that particular concept gives you the right answer, how actually if you move fast pointer twice the speed of the slow pointer, and when fast reaches the end, how come slow always reach at the middle. We will see mathematically how this is possible. So let us read the problem statement first. You are given the head of a linked list, delete the middle node and return the head of the modified linked list. So yeah, you are given a linked list, you need to find the middle node, delete that middle node and return the new head of the linked list. Head will be remaining same in case unlike in case of only one single head, that is the different. And the middle node of the linked list of size is size n is n by 2, that is, yeah, you can see. So this particular thing means, like, if there is a odd length linked list there will be only one middle node, but if there is a even length linked list then there will be two middle nodes. So let me show you with the help of example. If there is let's say 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, so you can see there are total 6 length. There is the length of the linked list is 6. There are 6 nodes. So in this case you can see there are 2 middle nodes. So in this case we need to return the second middle node. So this is what this entire thing means, this mathematical expression means. So you just need to the middle node of the linked list of size n is the n by 2 node from start using zero based indexing, where x denotes the largest integer less than equal to x. So when you take this case of even length, it will give you the same conclusion, the second middle node. So then they have given the example for n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The middle nodes are 0, 1, 1, 2 and 2. So in case of 4, let's say this is even node. So what you can say, the middle nodes are 0, 1, 1, 2. So 2. So this is 0th index, this is 0th index, then this is the first index, this is the second index. So you see there are two middle nodes, so you need to return the second middle node, not return, you need to delete the second middle node. So this is what the problem is saying. And you can see the first example, it is how much length, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is of length 7. So it is a odd length linked list, so there will be only one middle node. So you need to return you need to remove the 7 and you need to return 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 6. So you see 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 6. If you see this example 2, it is of 4 length, so that means it is an even length linked list. So there will be two middle nodes, so you need to delete the second middle node. That means 3 will get removed, so your new linked list will become 1, 2 and 4. Again 2 length, it is an even, so there will be only two middle nodes, those two will be the only middle nodes. So you need to delete the last or you can say the second middle node, so that your new linked list will become only 2. So I hope you understand this particular problem. So how to find the middle node in the linked list? First is this problem, how to find the middle of the linked list. This is the first problem. So we are just breaking down this problem into smaller pieces. So breakdown of the problem. So first part is obviously to delete the middle node we need to first find the middle node. So first part is to find the middle node, and in the second part we can say okay, delete the middle node and return the head, or you can say new head. So we have broken down this particular problem into two parts. Now how to find the middle node? Obviously you might be thinking, okay, we need to find the middle node. There can be two cases, either it is an odd length linked list or it is an even length linked list. So I can just iterate the entire linked list once. I can find its length. Let's say the length is 7, or let's say the length is 5. So that means we need to delete the second node. Second means in terms of zero based indexing. So I again iterate, I come at the second node, I play with some pointers, I delete that node and return the new head. This could be the first way to find the middle of the linked list and delete it. Just purely focusing on the how to find middle of the linked list, you see what we are doing. We are first iterating the entire linked list, we are finding the length. We are again iterating the linked list to get to the middle node. So we are doing two iterations to find the middle node. So let us just keep this for aside for now and just focus on this particular first part. So what we are doing in the normal approach, you can say normal approach, we are first iterating the entire linked list to find its length. Then in the second iteration we are going to the middle node. How we are going to the middle node? Before that we are calculating the middle node. So calculation of the middle node we are doing. So this is a small part, we do not count it in our time complexity, neither do this will encounter or like differ in terms of time complexity, but since we are using two iterations, can we boil it down to one single iteration? This is our main question. So let's see how instead of this doing two iterations, how we can do it in single iteration. So yeah, in single iteration. Now remember one thing for sure, whenever there is a linked list problem, always there is a high chance that everything will be solved with the help of pointers, whether it is next pointer, previous pointer, current pointer, this, or there is another kind of pointer technique called two pointers. Two pointers in linked list are basically referred to as fast and slow pointers, or you can also say, let me just write it down side by side, two pointers, or you can say fast and slow pointers. Or there is one algorithm name given to it, that is tortoise and hare. So either you call it two pointers approach, either you called fast and slow pointer approach, or you call it tortoise and hare algorithm. This is one and the same thing, and this is the most important concept in linked list problem. So how we'll be able to solve with the help of this fast and two pointer? Let us see now. We are just finding the middle node. Deletion is very simple, that is just one line thing. But how to find the middle node, that is one particular case that we want to take. So how to find the middle node? So side by side, if you have any questions in the chat, you can just write it down. I'll be happy to answer that. So yeah, and if you are enjoying the live stream, you can just give a thumbs up so that I can know whether I am doing good or not. So it will also motivate me to do further live streams like this. So yeah, just move forward with this particular approach. So in this two pointers, or you can say fast and slow pointer approach, what happens is that fast moves two steps at a time and slow pointer moves single step at a time. So fast equals two step at a time and slow moves one step at a time. Now when fast reaches the end of the linked list, slow will always reach the middle. When fast reaches the end of the linked list, slow will always point to the middle of the linked list. So this is the main idea. Now you say how this is possible. So let us take one example to observe like whether it is actually possible or not, and then we will see how it is possible. So let us take one example where we have linked list given as, first we are taking the case of odd length, then we will be taking the case of even length. So in odd length, let's say we have the linked list as 1 2 3 4 and 5. So this is the odd length linked list. So let's say initially our fast pointer is here. So let's say our fast pointer is here. So f is the fast and our slow pointer is also first. Initially both will be pointing to head and slow pointer is here. So what we are saying, in each and every iteration fast will move 2 steps and slow will move one single step. So after the first iteration, what will happen, slow will be pointing to 2, that is here, and fast will be pointing to 3. So fast will be here. So after every iteration you need to ask yourself whether fast reached the end or not, because when fast reaches end then only we find the middle node, right? So after each and every iteration you need to ask whether fast reached the end or not, So in this case we will ask whether fast pointer reached the end or not. So the answer we get is no, fast didn't reach the end. So that means we need to continue the iteration until fast reaches the end. So second iteration. So in second iteration fast will move 2 steps. So fast will be moving to here and slow will move single step. So slow will be moving to here. Sorry for this. Yeah, here. Oh, sorry, here by the way. 3. So yeah, now again we need to ask whether fast reached the end of the linked list or not. This time your answer is yes, fast reached the end of the linked list. So according to the rule that we have discussed, if fast reaches end of the linked list, then slow will be pointing to the middle node. So let us see whether it is true or not. So you see slow is pointing to 3, which is the middle of the linked list. So yes, in odd length we can say this is correct, but let's say in case of even length linked list. So let us take one even length linked list. 1 2 3 4. Yeah, let us just take till here. Now initially fast will be pointing to here, fast, and slow will be also pointing to the head. So slow is also at the head and fast is also at head. Now we need to start iterating. Fast will move 2 steps, slow will move 1 step. So let us do the first iteration. So slow will be pointing to 2 and fast will be pointing to 3. So fast will be here. Now we need to ask whether fast reached the end of the linked list or not. So our answer will be no, fast didn't reach the end of the linked list. So that means we need to continue the iteration. So again in the second iteration fast will move 2 steps. So one step will bring him to 4 and the another step will bring him to out of the linked list. Not actually out of the linked list, actually to the null pointer. So fast has pointed to null, that means he has crossed the linked list, and slow will point to 3. Now we will ask whether fast reached the end of the linked list or not. So you will say yes, it has reached the end, it has crossed some extra distance, so obviously it has reached the end. So when fast reached end of the linked list, our slow pointer will point to the middle node. So in this case it is pointing to 3, and yes, there are 2 middle nodes and we need to return the second middle node. So yes, slow is pointing to the second middle node. So this is how it follows. Now why this particular thing works? Now let us understand with the help of one simple analogy. You have two let's say buckets, both are empty initially, both are present under 2 different tap waters. So one tap drops 2 drops at a time and the other tap drops one single drop at a time. Now when the two, so obviously it is obvious that first bucket that will get filled will be the one which is getting two drops at a time, right? So when two drops at a time bucket will fill, where will the bucket which is coming, which is having one drop at a time, will be, how much it will be full? Obviously half, right? Because at one bucket you are giving two drops, and in one bucket you are just giving half the drop of it, or half the quantity of it. So when one gets filled, the other will be half of it, right? So if fast reaches end, so other will be the middle of it. Now how to prove this mathematically? So you might know the formula that speed equal to distance upon time. In this case both are taking the same time, so time is constant, so we can remove the time and we can say that speed is directly proportional to distance. So if speed is increased, distance is also increased. If speed is decreased, distance is also decreased, right? Simple physics formula. So how it is applicable here? So you know that fast is twice the speed of the slow one, or you can say slow is half the speed of the fast one. So if slow is half the speed of the fast one, so slow's distance will also be the half the distance of the fast one, right? Now if fast has completed the distance, so slow will be half of the distance. So fast completed 6 nodes, so obviously slow will complete 3 nodes. So if fast reached end of the linked list, that means slow will reach the middle of the linked list. So by this simple formula you can prove that okay, this is how when fast reaches end of the linked list, slow will always point to the middle, and this is how this fast and slow pointer thing works. So I hope you understand till now. After this, now we'll discuss the second approach, or not approach, the second part, deleting the middle node. So till now if you have any doubts you can ask, and then we'll just continue. So let me just see. So yeah, no doubts till now, or shall I move forward? Let me see the stream is also working fine or not. Stream health is excellent. Okay, this is fine. So anyone could just type whether it has doubt, or just write, just move forward, so that I can move forward, or shall I wait for 2 to 3 minutes? Just you can say in the chat, feel free to ask, feel free to chat with me. This is the chill stream, you can say. Just relax, enjoy DSA, enjoy coding. Yeah, just a fun stream, you can say. Feel free to chat here. We have a lot of fun in the previous stream that we did, the late night interview part 2. So yeah, let me just wait for 2 minutes. So there is a question that how 3 became middle of the even linked list. So yeah, we have seen that when fast was pointing at 3, it wasn't at the end of the linked list. So we want fast to reach the end of the linked list. Now fast moves 2 pointers at a time, right? So it cannot go to 4. It need to pass to 4 as well. So indirectly you say, when fast reach end of the linked list, so slow will be middle of the linked list. So let me just show you with the help of simulation again. So fast was here and slow was here, I think. Yes, slow was here and fast pointer was here. So up till now fast has not reached the end of the linked list, so slow will not point to middle. So now fast has fast need to move 2 steps at a time, so 1 step will bring him to 4. Now we don't need to stop here, we need to do 2 steps at a time, because we have seen if speed is double, distance is double, if speed is half, distance is half. Now one more step at a time, so it reached out of bounds or to the null pointer. Now fast has moved 2 steps and the slow has moved 1 step. So now you can say fast has reached the end of the linked list, so slow will be pointing to middle. So the check will be fast should reach the end or beyond. Yes, exactly, you came to the right point. So what we will be writing in the check, let me just write with the help of comment. Exactly, very good, very nice thing that you have pointed out. I was thinking that this thing I will explain with the terms of code so that it will be more easier to understand, but yeah, if you have pointed it out, I will just show you now. So this will be our condition, whatever there will be in the while loop, how we are moving forward the pointers, that is a different thing. But what will be the condition? Either fast has reached the end, so if fast exists, or fast next exists. So fast or fast next. So in case of like this particular one, even odd length, you can say fast next does not exist. That means this is the case for odd length linked list, so we need to stop here. In the case of even length linked list, the fast doesn't exist, so we need to stop when fast doesn't exist. So this is the case for even length, so you can say fast when fast becomes null, this will be case for even length, and when fast next is null, this is the case for odd length. You can say like this. So Divyesh dash, I don't know why YouTube suggested your stream in midnight. I know, just to motivate me from your LeetCode profile. Respect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This means a lot. True. Hero Shreyansh Singh. True. ब्रो अभी ऑनलाइन गैम्बलिंग में T20 USD हारा हूँ, कोई टिप दो. ब्रो हाउ कैन आई गिव यू टिप्स रिलेटेड टू गैम्बलिंग? आई एम नॉट इन दैट फील्ड, आई एम जस्ट डूइंग LeetCode DSA. You can ask questions or suggestions related to that. So I hope you all are enjoying. Yeah, we are having a nice chat and all of that. Yeah, I like that too, because I do these streams to just relax, to like communicate with the people how I approach DSA problems, how I understand the DSA problems, because I have given 3 to 4 years in my DSA. So I want my like thoughts to be shared to the people who are struggling with DSA. So I hope I'm like doing my job correctly. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. So Piyush Gupta, yes, too much, very much. Yep. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you. InnoStack, Piyush Gupta, thank you so much. It means a lot. So yeah, we have discussed this particular first part of the problem, finding the middle node. Now tip to get rewards from companies. I need to get my first job in IT. It's been 2 months. Basically, if you are finding your first job, I will suggest you for the campus placements. Campus placements are the best opportunities. Yeah, campus placements are the best opportunities, so you should follow that only, because if it is your first job, you need to find the first job, then it is difficult to get in the off campus, because people there are just looking for the what you can say, experienced people. So yeah, what logical bug are you talking about? Uh, So FZZ0XFF, whatever your username is, you have written, bro. Can you explain logical bug? So what bug are you talking about? Can you please elaborate more? There is no logical bug in Python. If you are asking in terms of DSA, in terms of language, there is no bug actually. I didn't understand what you are talking about. Sorry for that. So I don't know. So let us just move on to the second part. So final year pass this academic year and one and give one interview for Python dev industry. Yeah, that is great. Uh, According to the current job market, Prem Prakash Gupta, I would suggest, yeah, you should go forward because it is good to have something. It is not just about the money thing, but also you will gain experience, and Python is a good thing if you are moving forward as a Python developer. There is a demand as well. So yeah, you can just go forward for that role, because if you go behind this package, so it might look like this is a small, but it is still better than having nothing. So it is not guaranteed that you will like for sure get in off campus, or if you are doing an campus placement, it is not guaranteed that some bigger company will get come. There is no guarantee, right? So I think you should go forward with that. So yeah, moving forward with this particular problem. So the first part is solved. We have find the middle. Now we need to delete the node and return the head. So let us take any example would be applicable here. So irrespective of even length or odd length, now we just need to delete it, so it doesn't matter. So just take an example of, let's say, odd length. So 1 2 3 4 5. So in this case the middle node was 3, so that means we need to remove 3. So first of all we need to make sure that our s pointer or the slow pointer is pointing to 3, right? So let me just mark slow pointer here. Slow is here. Now we need to delete this node. Now actually we will not delete it. In the starting of this particular question, I have already said that linked list is all about the game of handling pointers. So actually we will not delete this node 3. Instead what we will do, we will do some changes with the help of next pointer, such that this node doesn't come in between the linked list. So let me just show you what I am saying. Let's say we have a previous node as well, which will be pointing to previous of the s. So if s is pointing to 3, its previous node will be 2. If s is pointing to 4, its previous node will be 3, like that. So let's say this is the previous node. So let's say this is previous node. So now in order to delete this particular node from our linked list, what we can do, this 2 is pointing to 3, right? This 2 is pointing to 3. Instead of 2 pointing to 3, we can point 2 to 4. So what we will do, we will point 2 to 4. Bro, can you tell me something about you? Yeah, like I'm working as a software engineer in Ahmedabad. I have been doing DSA for last 3 to 4 years. Yeah, that is it. Nothing much. So yeah, anything else, or we can just move forward? So yeah, so we will be actually pointing 2 to 4. Now this 2 to 4 is what? This 2 to 4 is nothing but we will point previous next pointer equals to what? This 4 is what? This slows next. So this is what we will do. So we want to point 2 to 4. So 2 is what? This previous. So its next pointer is what? Previous next. We want to point to 4. How we can get to point to 4? 3's next pointer is 4. 3 is what? Slow pointer. So we need to equate it to slows next. So now previous next, that is 2, will now point to slows next, that is 4. So this is it. With the help of this, now our final linked list will look something like this: 1, 2, and 2 is pointing to 4, and 4 is pointing to 5. 3 will be there in something, but it will not be pointing to anything, or it will not be in the middle of the linked list. 3 will still be there and it will still point to 4. But since it is not connected directly with the linked list, it is a kind of, you can say, detached from the linked list. So I hope you understand till here. If you have any doubts, you can ask right now, or we can just move forward with the code now. So yeah, we can just move forward with the code. So first part is to find the middle of the linked list. So first of all, what we will do, list node star slow pointer, we will point it to head. Let me just clear it. Yeah, slow pointer will be pointing to head, fast pointer will also point to head. Both will be pointing to the head of the linked list. Now we need to find first the middle node, then delete it. So in order to find the middle node, what we will do, while fast exists and fast next also exist. So fast and fast next, if both of these exist, we need to traverse. How we need to traverse? We need to move fast pointer 2 steps at a time. So fast equal to fast next, this is the first step, and next again, this is the second step. And slow will be pointing to slows next, because we just need to move it to 1 step at a time. So at the end, when this will become this condition will get failed, our slow will be pointing to middle of the linked list. So here at this time, the slow will be pointing to the middle of the linked list. So quite rot, sir, how does a fresher start in DSA? So yeah, first let us just complete the code, then I'll answer your question, otherwise it will just again distract it. So yeah, after this code ends, we will take 10 to 15 minutes and discuss your queries. So at this particular position, fast has reached the end of the linked list and slow has reached the middle of the linked list. So now we know what we need to do. We need to delete the middle node. So in order to delete the middle node, we need the previous pointer. So what we can do, whenever fast moves next step, we need to make sure that its previous pointer also follows him. So first we need to declare previous pointer. So list node star prev equal to slow. So previous is now pointing to slow. So before the slow points to, or jumps to the next node, we need to make sure that previous also follows it. So previous should be equal to slow. So now if slow is at 4, previous will be at 3, because when previous became 3, slow just moved 1 step ahead. So previous here was at, let's say, 3, so slow now became 4. So whenever slow is moving 1 step, previous has already marked that position, and after previous has marked that position, slow has just moved 1 step ahead. So always previous will be 1 step lesser than the slower one. So at this step, we just need to make sure that we move well with the pointers. So now what we need to do, we need to equate this. What we need to equate? Previous next equal to slows next. So what we will do, previous next equal to slow next, or next, and in the end we just need to return the head of the linked list. So yeah, I think this is fine. Let us just run this. So yeah, it runs everything fine on the example test case. So let us just submit this and see if it works on every other test case or not. So it gives us the wrong answer if it is a single. Okay, obviously. So output will be 1, expected 0. So we can just write one condition here. If head next is equal to null, let's say, then just return null or null ptr rather. Here also null ptr, or let us just write it. So yeah, it got accepted. So I hope you understand this particular problem. So now next 10 to 15 minutes, let us just answer your queries. So Quiet Rot has asked, sir, how does a fresher start in DSA? So first of all, choose a language, either C++ or Java. I have done in C++, so I can give you a roadmap according to that. I don't know much about Java. So first of all, if you are doing in C++, learn C++ STL. If you are doing in Java, there is like Java collection frameworks or something like that. Learn that. With after you learn C++ STL, let's say you are going with C++. So first focus on basic, how to just run the code and how to build some like simple logic using if else statement, using for loops and all of that. So first solve few basic problems, or you can say easy problems. So I have also one website, this is my website. So you can see here pattern wise problems have been provided. So this is a complete roadmap. I'm not just saying for promoting my website, but I think this is genuinely fine. So first solve easy problems and then you need to focus pattern wise learning. So here you can see there are 278 problems among 15 topics and 72 patterns. So here you can see first basics you need to clear: normal if else condition statements, normal loops, simulation problems. So you know how to code actually. So with the help of simulations, simple mathematical questions and all of that. Then you can move to arrays. Arrays have many different patterns: prefix sum pattern, cadence algorithm, interval patterns, array matrix, all of that. Then you move forward to strings, recursion, two pointer sliding and all of that. And you can see in linked list we have fast and slow pointer that we are discussing, node rearrangement pattern, reversal pattern. So you can follow this entire DSA sheet. This will cover 80 to 90% of the DSA problems that are there. So after solving easy problems, just focused on the pattern wise DSA learning. And after you make a good progress, and if you want to know how much good you are doing, so there is also a section called profile review. So here you can give your profile review to me. This is completely free, and in this website you don't even need to sign in until and unless you need to mark for revision or track your progress, like here how many mediums you have solved and which category of questions and all of that. So for that purpose only you need to sign in, otherwise it is a completely guest user based website and completely free. So if you want to give your profile, LeetCode profile for review, you can give your give your profile for free. So I will personally review your LeetCode profile and give you a detailed PDF where you are going good, where you need to focus on, what are the next steps that you need to follow, and what is the learning roadmap that you need to follow. So this will be completely done by me and I'll give you the PDF report to you. So there are genuine reviews given by 12 people. It is not like that my friends have reviewed it. These are genuinely people, genuine reviews that are given by the people whom I actually don't even know. So yeah, you can check it out. Also I have written some blog post as well regarding tips and tricks related to DSA. So you can see entire thing here. You can filter it also. So for example, general, I have given how to master C++ STL, a complete guide, a shortcut you can say. Bit manipulation cheat sheet, what all functions that you need to keep in mind, what all tips and tricks that you need to keep in mind, mathematic cheat sheet, modular arithmetic, GCD, prime, sieve of Eratosthenes and all of that. So you can just check it out. This is a, like, I worked hard for making this particular website for all the people who are just starting in the DSA journey, or they are somewhere in the middle or intermediate level. So this is for that. So yeah, you can check it out. So which one is more better, C++ or Java for DSA? For DSA, I think both of C++ or Java is equal, but for the long run, what I have seen from my seniors or from the people who are working at bigger MNCs, they generally switch to Java, because I don't know, like, for some reasons they just switch to Java, either because they want to learn low level design and all of that, better OOP concepts and all of that. C++ also have, but yeah, I think Java is more preferred in bigger companies, so that's why. So for DSA both are equal, but for longevity or common universal thing, people go for Java. I didn't knew this in the beginning, so I choose C++. But when I am currently also learning low level design, so in that, when I learn design patterns, everything is given in Java. So I feel like uh, I should have done DSA also in Java. So yeah, maybe that would be the reason, or some other reason is there, then I don't know. So no other questions. Let me just see the chat from my phone as well, the like stream is running or not. Without DSA, can I get any job? Just wait a minute. Yeah. So without DSA, can I get any job? Uh, I'm not saying that DSA is the only way to get the job, but you need to be very, like, good in terms of development. Then you need to do some, like, something extraordinary to get a decent job. I'm not saying like a normal job. A normal job can be taken with or without DSA, it doesn't matter. But if you want to aim for MNCs, and you still don't want to do DSA, then your development, you have done something in the development that is like just out of the box, either learning one technology just in very detail, such that uh, like no one else has done before, something like that. So Venki, I hope I answered your question. Can we just move on to the next problem, or do we have any other questions? After solving all the 4 questions, I'll take half an hour to answer all your questions in the chat. But yeah, if you still have any questions, you can ask. And let me just find until what next question we should choose. We'll be choosing the next 2 problems as DP. So one medium in the DP. Thank you, bro. Yeah, welcome. My pleasure. So linked list is not DP. So one medium in the DP and one hard then in the DP. So not yesterday. Can I ask a question? Yes, escape matrix. You can, yeah, you can ask a question. So which problem to choose? There was a question that was a minimum path something. Yeah, we can choose this. How do I practice Python for AI/ML domain? I know the basics in it, but now need practice. I'm extremely sorry, quite rot. I don't have knowledge about the AI/ML domain, so in this case I can't help you. Sorry. Coin change 2. Nitish Prakash, coin change too. Yeah, we can do coin change too, but in this previous live stream we have done similar problem to that, so that's why I am not choosing that. I also thought that I will choose coin change 1 2 in this particular DSA stream, but I thought people will say that, oh, this is the similar problem that we have done in the previous live stream. So I thought to go with the minimum path sum, and the hard problem that I am taking is related to this problem only, so that's why. Minimum pair removal to sort array. Okay sir, no problem. Okay, so the minimum we can you can suggest your top 4 problems for tomorrow's live stream. I will take that, but make sure that this is the category: easy, medium and hard. Python, pandas, numpy and visualization within ML basic and deep learning. So Prem Prakash has, I think, answered your query. Quite rot. So yeah, it is like, if you want to give any suggestions related to what problems or what topics do I need to pick, you can just write it in the chat, like this should be the first easy problem, this should be the two medium problems, and the last one, this should be the hard problem. So you can write it in the chat. I will take care of that, and I will take those questions for the next live stream. So it is open to all. Or either I can just create a poll. Let me see whether it is poll or some other thing. Let's see. Let me just see whether it is possible or not. This is my third live stream, so I don't know how it is done. So mm, yeah, I'll see it. I don't like other language due to its syntax. I only Python, so I was asking. I just go deep into like DSA. No, if you love Python, then you can escape matrix if you love Python. So yeah, this is also a great opportunity to go inside fast APIs and all of that. In that, I think vector databases are also there, and I don't know very much, but yeah, if you love Python and you want to go into particular domain, yeah, you can get a great opportunity. It is, yeah, I think it is more like a AI full stack thing, if I am not wrong. So it is a great domain to go in. I am also thinking to learn, but yeah, I haven't learned Python so much yet. But yeah, I am also thinking to learn those things, because yeah, it is in demand. For a fresher, which domain has more openings and skills required? So Venki, currently the full stack is the most, like, you can say, demanding. I, as far as I know, because I work in the full stack domain, and there was a trend where people used to take a front end developer or a back end developer, but nowadays they only prefer a full stack developer, because due to this AI thing and all that, so they want a single person who can manage all of that thing. So full stack domains are more in demanding, and in full stack, in what thing you want to go, that completely depends on your priority. As far as, like, You can also go in terms of Python, the Django developer and all of that, or if you want to focus on merge stack, you can also do the merge stack. And apart from that, in merge stack also the latest technologies are different. So I work personally in front end with Next.js and in back end with sometimes Node.js or Nest.js, which is very boom currently. So this is the current trend. In front end they use Next.js and in back end they use Nest.js. So yeah, you can look forward for that also. So now we can just like solve the third and fourth problem and then take all the questions in the last half an hour or 40 minutes. So then we will like chat for like 30-40 minutes, but for now let us solve the third and fourth problem. Fourth problem will also be very easy. It is actually hard problem, but it is related to that and it is just the variation. So yeah, let us solve the third problem. So Venki is asking Java full stack. Yeah, I forgot to name Java, but yeah, excellent. Java can also be a great choice. Escape matrix. It's really hard to navigate into this IT market. Mean or mean? Like both are trending. Mean also, mean also. You can go in any direction. I personally go in Mean stack, so I can tell you on that. But there is just a single technology difference, that is Angular in the front end, and that is also will be very easy if in backend you are learning Nest.js. So the Nest.js backend architecture is based on front end's Angular architecture. So like somewhere in the future you need to learn each and everything according to the requirement. So the starting doesn't really matter which one you choose, either Java full stack, Merge stack, mean stack. If the requirement is there, you need to like switch on to different technologies, and that is the real thing in the IT thing, whether you can learn new things in fast way or not, whether you are flexible enough to change yourself or not. So I think that is the key rather than what technology you choose. So yeah, minimum path sum. So given m cross n grid filled with non-negative numbers, find a path from top left, that is 0, 0 coordinate, which minimizes the sum of all numbers along its path. Okay, so you can only either go down or right at any point in time. So this is the first example. So you can see this is the part they have chosen, 1 3 1 1 1. So this is the least sum, that is 7, that you can get. So a straightforward example or a straightforward problem, I can say. Let us read the constraints. M and n is 200, grid of I comma j is 200. So what can be the possibility? In these kinds of question, we always think in terms of greedy first rather than DP, and this should be the ideal stepwise follow to move towards the dynamic programming problem as well. First you think in terms of greedy, you choose the local optimal choice, and you see whether this local optimal choice will be the global optimal choice or not. If yes, then you are good to go with greedy. But if your answer is no, that means that is still not true, that you need to shift towards DP. Then the scenario comes is to explore all the paths. Now in order to explore all the paths, you do recursion. In terms of this question, you do recursion. If there is some other question, you might do some other scenarios as well, but in this question you do recursion. You try to find all possible paths. But if you see constraints now, constraints are 200, and recursion would fail. Why? Because at each and every step we have two possible choices. So for if there are total n, if n and m are can go up to at most 200, so total time complexity will become 2 to the power 200. That will surely be greater than 10 to the power 8, which will exceed your time limit. So recursion will fail. Recursion will not fail, basically it will give time limit exceeded error, so in that way it will fail. So now you try to memorize it and go towards the DP. So first try to think in terms of greedy, try to pick the local minimum, and by picking up the local minimums you see whether I am getting a global minimum or not. If you are getting the global minimum, then greedy is applicable. If greedy is not applicable, that means you can't decide which direction to go, so you go in all the direction and try to find the answer. After going on to the all direction through recursion, you see TLE, then memorize your answer, store it in your memory, and then use DP part. So this is what the flow of a typical dynamic programming problem looks like. So now you might be asking why greedy will fail here, why greedy will fail. So you see, if you take this particular example only, the question says that either you can go to right or you can go to down. So the first local minimum choice will be, when you are standing at 1, your first local minimum choice will be to choose from either this 3 or 1, because either you can go right or you can go down. But your local minimum choice will say go down because it is 1 is lesser than 3, so you should go down. So you go down and you get 1. So now from 1, whichever path you choose, either 1, 5, 1, 1, that will be sum up to 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So 5 here, 6 here, 7, 8 and 9, which is greater than our actual minimum. If you take some other path like 1, 1, 5, this is what? This is 7. Then you go down, this is 9, and then 1, that is 10. So in any way you choose, the greedy is not giving you the minimum answer. So you now try to explore all possible paths. So you do recursion. So now I will first code the recursion thing, and then we will go towards the DP part. How the states will matter, how the transition will follow, how many states will be there in the DP, what will be the dimensions of the DP, how to identify that, all of those things we will learn now in detail. So Nitish Prakash is asking, can it be done like this? Start from bottom right and check tab left and top, whichever is less, or move to that element. Yeah, exactly, it can be done in either way round. Start from the destination and go to the start. Yeah, exactly, it can be done like that, but I prefer doing what as per the question is asked, because for me in that way it is easier for me to write the transition part in the DP, because sometimes I get confused when there is a very hard problem. So I follow a particular trend only. If the question is said go right down, so I start from that source only and go right and down only, rather than starting from destination and going left and top. So yeah, it can be done anyway. So this was the question, so we can just solve the problem now. Let me see if we have covered everything or not. So yeah, I think why greedy fails we have already discussed. So let us just write the recursive code. If you have any doubts, you can write it in the comments or write it in the chat, and yeah, we will be good to go. So first the recursion thing. So recursion will be giving us the answer by calling us the helper function or the solve function. So we will return this solve function, and this solve function will give us the minimum path sum. C++ किया है? हाँ, yes, I have done in C++. Mr. Max, I have done in C++. So yeah, so first of all we need to declare two variables, int m, which is grid dot size, and int n equal to grid of 0 dot size. Now we just need to pass on this grid, this m, this n, and from where we are starting from the top left cell, that is it's coordinated 0, 0. So 0, 0, these will be our ij pointer. So now we'll be doing with the help of recursion. So we will just write this solve function, which will be returning as an integer, which is the minimum path sum. So solve it will take this particular vector of grid, so grid, then it will take integer m, then it will take integer n, and then it will take integer I and integer j. भाई सॉरी भाई, आपने लिखने गया था, फ्लो में तूने हो गया. इट्स ओके, नथिंग टू वरी अबाउट. Bro, did you try to apply FANG companies? If yes, then what happened? Did you got interviews or what happened? Please tell us. Yeah, I applied, but I didn't got any like mail. I applied previously, but I didn't got any response. But I'm trying hard for that. So first in the recursion, so there is one more. Arya Gaming, bro, are you working or studying? I am a full stack software engineer, or I am a software developer actually in a full stack role. I am currently doing a job. I completed my studying 1 year back. Because you have solved too many questions. Yeah, like I have been doing DSA for like past 3 to 4 years. I love doing DSA. It is not a like I'm not doing just for sake of clearing interviews. I am just doing it because I genuinely love solving DSA problems, and it has now become a habit. So yeah, it is like I'm just like relying on time whether I'll get a great opportunity from a big tech company. Otherwise, like I'm just doing my work, yeah, and I'm enjoying it. So first is the base case. Case is what? Either your I or j goes out of the bounds. So if your I or j goes out of the bounds, that means like you find nothing. That means you need to return. So if I crosses what? If it is greater than equal to m, or j crosses what? J is greater than equal to n. So in this case you need to return. But what you will return? If you want to find the number of paths, then you need to return either 0 or 1, because either you find a path or you do not find a path, right? So you return 1 if you find a path, or you return 0 if you do not find the path. But in this case you need to return the minimum path sum. So in this case you need to return the sum, and that to minimum. So if you do not find a valid path and you need to return the minimum sum, but in this case you didn't find anything, so what value you should pass so that it takes care of that minimum thing? Obviously you will be passing the maximum possible integer that you can get. So what you can do in this case, you can return 1e9. So this will be one base case. So Arya Gaming, I have career break of 1.5 years and I have software developer experience with 6 months. I just quit without any backup from last month. I am jobless. Can you suggest me something? The one thing that I can suggest is like just keep on applying via LinkedIn or Naukri.com. You will get it. If you have like even if like just you have done internship, you can you can get a good opportunity. So yeah, just keep on applying and have a good development skill and DSA a little bit. It will help you. So the first base case is this. The second base case, if you reached your destination. So if you reached your destination, then what will be the case? So when will you reach the destination? If I equal to m minus 1 as well as j equal to n minus 1. So in this case you have reached the destination. So now what you need to return? You need to return the value present at that particular cell, right? So you will return grid of I comma j. Now we just need to do transition. Transition means find all the paths. So what will be the path? Either right or down. Sorry for the disturbance, no problem. It's okay. I'm there to like have a chat with you all. So no worries. So in the right what will be the transition that we need to decide, and in the down what will be the transition that we need to decide. So when we go to right, so first of all solve and then again solve. Yeah, so when we go to right, what we are actually doing, we are changing the pointers. So when we are going right, that means we are going we are traversing in the columns. So if we are traversing in the columns, what variable will be changing? J variable will be changing. So I will remain as it is and j will be incremented by 1. When we are going down, we are traversing in the row. So if you are traversing in the row, that means your I pointer is changing and j pointer is remaining same. So I plus 1 will be there and j will remain as it is, and the remaining things also will remain same. Grid will be there and m will be there and n will be there, and then again here grid will be there, m will be there and n will be there. Yeah, now whatever gives you the minimum, that you need to take. So return, in return what you will take, first of all the current cell value, and whatever minimum that you get either from the right path or down path, that you need to take. So plus minimum of either right or down, whatever gives you the minimum, that you need to take. So I think this will do it. So if we run on the example test cases, it will run fine, I hope so. Yeah, it ran fine. But if we submit, it will surely give TLE, because it will reach the time limit exceeded. Like both are same, TLE and time limit exceeded, but you know why, we have already discussed. Yeah, so TLE, that means recursion, we need to convert it into DP. Now DP first means memoization. What is the meaning of memoization? Memoization simply means store this answer in your memory. If I want to get this particular answer again, I do not want to calculate the entire thing, just give me from your memory. So for example, if you are standing here at 5 in this example, and you know the minimum path that you get from going from 5 to anywhere, so you first find it what is the minimum path. But if you come again to 5, you will not find it again, because you have already traversed that and got the minimum path, so you will not again traverse that. So what is this called? This is called overlapping subproblem. So if you have overlapping subproblems, you go for the DP. So this is the main idea for going on to the DP part. So whenever there is a DP question, there are two things: states of the DP and transitions of the DP. Transition we have already done. That is the main reason why I first write the recursion and then convert it into DP memoization part, because then for me it is easier to think in terms of recursion rather than DP. So I first write recursion. So transition we have already done, but the remaining part is the states. Now there is a one fundamental thing in DP. Let me just write down. DP states equal to number of changing parameters. So number of changing parameters will be equal to the number of states of your DP. So Prem Prakash Gupta. So let me just complete with the memoization part, and then I will clear your doubt. Just wait for few minutes, then we will take your doubt as well. So number of states in DP is equal to the number of changing parameters. So here what are the changing parameters? This I is changing and j is changing. So we have two changing parameters, right? So if we have two changing parameters, that means we will have two states in DP. So if we have two states in DP, we need to create a 2D DP. If we have three changing parameters, that means we need to have three states in DP. That means we need to create a 3D DP. In this case 2, so we'll create a 2D DP. So let us create a 2D DP, vector of integer, so not vector. We will name it DP. Its size will be obviously m cross n, m comma vector of int n comma -1. Yeah, and we can just pass on the DP everywhere else. So if someone has written, I think, yeah, anyway, so we can just take vector of int dp here as well, and when we are calling this solve, we can pass dp here also, we can pass dp here also. So two states are changing, so we have used 2d dp. We have initialized everything to -1. You can think like that, everything, there is nothing in the memory. -1 represents there is nothing in the memory. There is nothing in the memory. I need to first calculate something, then I'll store in memory. So first of all, it will run this particular code. It will find some answer, right? It will find this particular answer. So now it need to store this answer in its memory. So dp of I comma j will now store it inside its memory. So now it has stored it inside its memory, but how do we get this answer from the memory? There is one more condition. Here it will be one more condition. Yes. So dp of I comma j, if it is not equal to -1, if it is not equal to -1, that means it has something in its memory. So give me that memory. I do not want to calculate. So return dp of I comma j from here. So yeah, this is the simple dp part. So we can just run it now, and I hope it will run fine. There is an error of okay, vector of int dp m comma vector of int comma n comma minus. What is the problem? Oh, so vector I have written wrong. Yeah, so everything is running fine, and hopefully it will get accepted because we have memoized it. Yeah, it got accepted. So this was the dp part. So now if you have any doubts, we can just discuss in the chat, and I hope you understand this particular problem. So Prem Prakash has asked, return 189 matlab see Prem Prakash, if we go out of bounds, that means we didn't find anything, but since we need to take minimum out of it, but we didn't got anything, so what value we will pass that such that it will ignore that value. So if we need to compare a particular value with the minimum thing, and if we want one value to get ignored, so what value we will pass? We will pass the maximum value possible, right? So that's why we are passing 189. 189 is the maximum value. Instead of 189, you can also pass like integer max or anything like that. It will work fine also, but I generally prefer 189. भाई आप कौन सी ईयर में हो? I have passed my college. I have graduated. I am currently working as a software engineer, and I have like 1.5 years of experience. I know C and Java, want to learn C++. Yeah, it is a good thing, Ishan. C++, like even if you go with Java, it is fine. But if you want to learn, you can obviously learn it. It is a good thing. Not students 18. Bro, for a fresher without DSA, can I get any job in IT? From where did you learn DSA? Yeah, for fresher you can get a job without DSA, but for that you need to have a very good development skill. If you have very like out of the box development skill, then you can get it. But yeah, it's not like that you cannot get without DSA. You can get it, but yeah, you need to find the right company who is looking for a right person like you. And from where did I learn DSA? So actually I just learned by myself. I didn't watched any YouTube tutorials. I just figured out things from myself. I just tried random problems, learned if there is some concept. I learned there from articles, from editorials, or some YouTube channels, but I didn't follow a particular path. I just learned everything from myself by scratch with the dry runs and all of that. Bro, for a fresher, no, this was already done. And with your experience in DSA, can you tell mistake not to do in learning DSA? The mistake I will tell is that most people generally randomly solve DSA problems. That is the biggest mistake that I have seen. Follow a particular structured learning path. So if you want to follow structured learning path, you can visit my website. I'll not give much description. I have already given 2 times. but I have here a particular roadmap which you can follow. Also, if you want to give your free profile review for LeetCode, you can give it. You can check it out. I have already named my website in the left sidebar, or you can see it. So yeah, भाई तुम समझो ये मेरी बात. Yes, Veru, what is your thing? Elected on campus offer says 40 LPA on paper with 6-month internship plus PPO, but now they are saying it's a non-tech role even though the interview was for tech. Is it acceptable? Like I didn't experienced anything like that, so I can't comment anything on that. Sorry for that. इंटर्न का स्टाइपेंड है 1 LP, ओके 1 लाख पर मंथ, बट सीन है भाई व्हाट इफ़ नहीं हुआ पीपीओ, मैं फंसा ना जाऊँ फिर रेज्यूमे में क्या लिखूँ. या दैट कैन हैपन, बट I don't have any experience like that, so like I can't help you in this. I don't know what to say, like I haven't experienced or heard anything like that, so sorry for that. So Prem Prakash, okay, float infinity in Python. Yeah, exactly. You can compare infinity in Python. Yeah, exactly, Prem Prakash. So Parikshit Singh, DSA in Python is a good choice. Like I wouldn't recommend DSA in Python because many interviewers or online assessment will not allow you to code in Python, because Python is an open source. Lot of open libraries are there, so people may use those libraries directly, which would neglect the logic building ability. So that's why like people do not or it is not suggested to do DSA in Python. The good choice will be either choose C++ or Java depending on whatever you want to choose. So Prem Prakash, yes, we should take question at the end of question only. Yeah, sure. So if you have any more questions, we can take for 5 minutes and then we will solve the last problem, which is similar to that. It will not take much time. And after the solving of the fourth problem, for the next 30 minutes or 40 minutes, we will just discuss in the chat. So yeah, for the next 5 minutes, the chat is still, you can discuss anything. But then we'll be moving to the fourth problem. C is good for DSA? No, like C is not like, I don't know, like people didn't choose C in DSA, but the only two recommendations are like C++ or Java. I also studied initially DSA in C only, but in my college and wherever I see tutorials or editorials, everything were related to C++ or Java. So it became difficult for me to find a perfect or good explanation in C. So I then just moved to C++. So I would recommend same, either choose C++ or Java. Bro, answer to this question. After solving your question, I am currently in final year of engineering. Until then, I was very good student. I don't know. Is not student, bro. What web development skills are now currently in trend? Merge stack is trend that I have seen, or like Java full stack and Python as well. Then with my diploma college, I tried to manage it. It didn't work. Left that. Then I tried working as freelance editor for a company when I joined engineering. Yeah, for edit too. Like just work like I can't suggest anything in this, like just do whatever like you are carrying forward, either like DSA. If you want to learn DSA, you can learn DSA as well. If you are learning Java, you can learn Java you can go in the field of Java full stack as well. Like it's completely dependent on you in which direction you want to go. So like, yeah, just that. I don't have any idea coding as a beginner. Which language should I study? So JEE repeater, I would suggest either to choose C++ or Java. So for edit means there is a very less time. So like for edit, like sorry to say, but like I don't have any idea what to say in this situation. So sorry for that. To become a Java full stack developer, what skills do I require? Can you tell me? I am not a Java full stack developer, so sorry, I don't have any idea. Mm. I think we should now like move on to the last problem for the day or night, whatever you say, and then we can again discuss last 30 minutes or 40 minutes so in the chat. So let us take the next problem. It is similar to this problem only. Yeah, this one is the hard one. So yeah, I can just remove it. Now in this particular problem, I will just directly go to the DP part. I will not do the recursion and everything because it is exactly similar to that. Just one constraint as added, nothing else. Other than that, everything is same. So I'll not explain the recursion. I'll not write the recursion and everything. I'll just go for the DP part. And why greedy is failing, the exact same scenario that I have discussed, it is the same applies to here as well. So we can understand what the question is saying, and then we can directly implement DP and see what are the states of DP transitions, and yeah, just code it up. So paths in matrix whose sum is divisible by k. So by just looking at the title only, we can understand what it wants us to find out. So you are given a 0 indexed m cross an integer matrix grid and an integer k. So there is a grid and an integer k. Okay, so you are currently at position 0, 0, okay, top left, and you want to reach at position m minus 1 and n minus 1, okay, the bottom right, moving only down and right and down. So yeah, till now everything is same except for that k value. Now we need to return the number of paths where sum of the elements on the path is divisible by k. So now we don't need to return the sum. Instead we want to return the total number of paths that their sum is divisible by k. So sum we were already taking care of. Now instead of returning the minimum sum, we need to check in the end whether the sum that we get, forget about the minimum maximum, whether the sum that we are getting at the end by reaching the destination, whether it is divisible by k or not. If it is divisible by k, we need to return 1 because there is one valid path that we found out. If it is not, then we need to return 0 because there is no path, because this path is not valid. Say as simple as that. There is just one condition change, rest all is everything same. So I hope you all also understanding this particular problem. And there is one more thing that they have given. Since this answer may be very large, return it yeah, obviously modulo 29 plus 7. So we don't need to discuss, like it is straightforward example. So yeah, here also m cross n is 5 into 10 raised to power 4. So recursion will fail, so we'll need to go to the DP. Now in the DP part, we need to see number of changing parameters to get the states of the DP, and transition will remain same, almost same. So what DP we will create, how many number of states will be there? Obviously since we are going right and since we are going down, that means 2 states will be always there. But there is one more thing that we need to think of. There is one more thing changing. What thing is changing? After every step, what is changing? I pointer is changing, j pointer is changing, but also the sum that we have till now, that is also changing. So I pointer is changing, j pointer is changing, and sum is changing. 3 changing parameters. So if there are 3 changing parameters, that means there are 3 states of DP, and if there are 3 states of DP, that means it is a 3D DP. So we will create a 3D DP. So what will be the DP? M cross n cross sum. And what can be the maximum value of sum? K, because obviously we want it divisible by k, and at each and every step we will be modding it by k. So if we are modding it by k, it can't go above k. So the maximum value of sum can be k only. So we can just write it like this: vector of vector of vector of int. One more, let's see, dp, and we will define it as m comma vector of int, and that will be n, and inside that vector of int, that will be k plus 1, because it is 0 based indexing, and k value, to accomplish that last k value we need to have size k plus 1. So that's why, and it will be initialized to -1. Now also, what is this m and end? We need to define that as well. So integer m is nothing but grid dot size, and integer n is grid of 0 dot size. That means m is number of rows, n is number of columns. So I hope I have written this particular dp correctly. Vector of int 3 ending, okay, dp m comma vector of int, okay, n comma vector of int, okay, 1 2 3, yeah, it is fine. So now we just need to return a solve function that will give us the answer. So solve. Now what we will pass? Obviously grid we will pass, obviously m we will pass, n we will pass, I and j we will pass, j we will pass. What we will pass? dp we will pass. Again we want to mod it by k, so k we will pass. Now also, since we want to mod it, so instead of declaring variable locally, we can just define it globally, where mod equal to 1 e9 plus 7. So yeah, now we don't need to pass mod. Side by side we also need to what you can say, take the sum as well. So what we can take, sum will be 0. So yeah, sum will be initially 0. So now what we need to do, we just need to write this solve function. So integer, it will return solve. So we will just take this grid from here, paste it here, then integer m, then integer n, then what was that, integer I, integer j, integer sum, and then vector of int and dp, and then in the end integer k. So base case is what, the out of bound. If I is greater than equal to m, or j is greater than equal to n. So in this case, return what? We didn't find any valid path, so we need to return 0. We found 0 valid paths. Other base case can be, if we reach the end. So if I equal to n minus 1, as well as j equal to n minus 1. So shall we return 1? No. We need to check whether it is divisible by k or not. So if sum till now, so sum was already there plus this current value, grade of I comma j, this cell, and since we need to mod it by k, so mod k, if it is divisible by k or not, equal to 0. If it is divisible, that means we found a valid path, so return 1. So by reaching the end of the destination, or by reaching the destination, our sum is divisible by k, so we found one valid path, so we return 1. Otherwise we didn't find a valid path by reaching the destination that it is divisible by k, so we need to return 0. Sorry for that. Yeah, so we need to return 0. So these were the base cases. Now what we need to do? We need to do the DP thing. if sorry for that, just wait a minute. Yeah, so if dp so yeah, just I'm just coming in 2 minutes. So yeah, sorry for the delay. Actually, my eyes had a problem. So yeah, so if dp of I comma j comma sum, because there are three changing parameters, so we now need to take care of sum as well. So if it is not equal to -1, that means we have already calculated the answer for this particular sub problem. So we need to return dp of I comma j comma sum, or yeah, whatever you say. Now we have this sub problem solved. Now we need to take the care of like what you can say, the transitions. So what will be the transitions? We can go to right and we can go to down. So in right, what will be the case? We need to, if we are going in right, that means we are going or we are traversing in columns, that means j will change. So I will remain same, j will be +1, grid will be as it is, m will be as it is, n will be as it is, and sum. So sum will be what? The current value plus whatever the sum that we have till now. So grid of I comma j plus sum. Also we need to take care of the mod. So whatever this is, we need to mod it with mod. So oh sorry, here it is fine. So we need to mod the answer actually, so not this thing. So grid of I comma j plus sum. So whenever or can we do it here also? Yeah, we can do it here also, but we need to mod it with k. So we can just write like this, grid of I comma j, or yeah, let it be, we will do it in the end. So grid of I comma j plus sum, because if it gives error, then we will solve in that particular direction, otherwise we will just move forward with that, so that we can also able to learn what error is it and will this error be solved, how this error will be solved if it comes. So now it will be dp, and now it will be k. So now down, it will traverse in the downward direction, that means it will traverse in the row part. So I will change, j will remain same. So grid will be same, m will be same, n will be same, I +1, then j comma grid of that current value plus the sum that we have till now, comma dp comma k. Now these are the transition. Now what we need to return? The total number of unique paths that we get from right as well as down. So right plus down, that we need to return, but we also need to store it inside our dp matrix or dp table, you can say. So I comma j comma sum will be equal to this. So let us see if it runs fine. Also let me check the stream health. Yeah, stream is also running fine. So what error it gave? Okay, I have named the variable incorrectly. Yeah, so now it gave error because our sum is not within the particular k range. So what we need to do, we need to take always modular k. That's why I was not taking that particular mod at that time, so that we can see this particular error. our sum need to be within k, right? It needs to be divisible by k, so it is a modular arithmetic property. So if you take a sum and if you mod it with k, it will be within that k range only, so it will always be lesser than or equal to that particular lesser than k only. So that's why, so when we do it this, what we need to do, we need to mod it with k, and here also we need to mod it with k, and yeah, we can just close this. And also one more thing, that we haven't taken this modulo, that I actually forgot that we have declared it here. So whenever we are returning the answer, it has said that we need to return it with 1e9 plus 7 modded. So whatever we return here, we just make sure that we mod it and then return. So I hope it will work fine. So yeah, it ran now, and we can, I hope it just passes all the test cases. So yeah, it got accepted. So I hope you learned this particular questions, and yeah, for the next 30 minutes or 40 minutes or so, we can just directly discuss your doubts. So yeah, there are some chats, I think, when I was solving. I don't think anything is remaining now. We have solved this particular hard with DP. Yeah, everything is fine. So yeah, we can just discuss in the chat now. For the next 30 to 40 minutes, we'll just discussing with you guys. Bro, I am 4 years CSE student, no more coding. How to campus placement? You should just for like it is. Yeah, not student eating. I would just recommend, like, give 2 to 3 hours for DSA and rest time in developing only. You can choose any stack, but yeah, make good projects and have a good decent DSA skills as well. Yeah, and in 6 to 7 months it is doable. Make a decent merge stack, I would say, or whichever stack project you want to know, you want to go, and yeah, within 6 to 7 months, yeah, you can easily become good at DSA. So Mohit has asked, bro, how much DSA required for placing in mass recruitment companies? Can you give me the roadmap in CPP? So for mass recruitment, they don't ask very hard DP questions. They generally go around up till sliding window 2 pointers. So roadmap will be just to solve few easy problems with C++ STL. Just go around, try to just code it up what you are logically thinking. So first few easy problems, then move towards the mediums, and in mediums you can just go around like what you can say, sliding window, 2 pointers, binary search. Yeah, DP and all of that, I don't think mass recruitment companies ask. So yeah, you can just focus on you can cover all the topics, but just going through the basics will be enough for you if you want to just go for mass recruitment companies. And if you are trying to find a roadmap, like which topic to follow, again, there is my website. I have pattern wise problems given with my 3 to 4 years of experience. So which topic to solve first, what will be the order of questions, what patterns there we need to recognize, so everything is there. So you can follow this particular thing. It will give you the idea how everything, like how you can get a good hands on DSA. It does cover 80 to 90% of the DSA problems, so that mass recruiting thing will work for you in this case. It will not guarantee, because obviously it depends on them also, but yeah, with respect to DSA, it will cover 90 to 80% of the DSA problems. I am not saying that you will guarantee get a like job that you want, but yeah, I am just giving it will cover majority of the things. Mohit F, oh yeah, helpful, thank you. Yeah, welcome. So let me see the stats as well. Yeah, so for next, okay, so till 2 a.m. I am there in this particular live stream, so you can ask your doubts, your chats. I'll be there to help, and if there are nothing, so we can just end it now also. So whatever you say, and do tell me whether you like this stream or not, because I want to know a genuine feedback. So you can tell me whether you like this stream or not. So I think no doubts are there in the chat. I think. What are you preparing for? I am currently working as a software engineer, as a full stack developer. I have a current 1.5 years of experience. So I'm not doing DSA just for the sake of interview purpose. I'm just doing to enjoy it, and if I get a good opportunity, then for sure I'll grab it with both my hands. I'm not particularly preparing for anything, but yeah, I just enjoy doing DSA, so that's why I'm doing that. Rocky, rocking Starman. I also want to become full stack developer. Yeah, so you can first basically learn C++, CSS, HTML, JavaScript, and yeah, then you can move forward with Node, React, and database part as well. How to become it? Yeah, how to become it I already told. And how to apply for companies, just find out on LinkedIn or naukri.com. You can get a good job, or if you are in college, go for college placements. That will be the best help that it can be done. College placements are the best opportunities, I think. Off campus as a fresher, it will be very difficult. I have also tried that, so that's why I barely got replied. So in the chat, can you just tell me whether you like this particular DSS stream or not, so that I can also know what areas I should improve upon. So you can give your suggestions. Whether my explanation was decent enough or not. Solve sub-arrays problem. So yeah, in the chat, you can just let me just write it down in the chat only. So so yeah, I have pinned one message. So based on that, you can suggest what problems I should take in the next live stream. So there are chats. Uh, Solve sub arrays. Currently, I am having placement season in college. Mass recruitment companies are about to visit. I will try and hope to get a job. Yeah, all the best for your journey, Mohit. All the best. Sub arrays and rotation of k. Okay, so I'll take that in account, and yeah, I'll try to take that. I have pinned this message or not? Yeah. What about the stream health? Yeah, so what is the next question? Bro, what skills required other than DSA to get a job? Development skills are the most fascinating thing, or the most looking thing after DSA, or with DSA also you can say. So you can also focus on development skills as well. Also, bro, any tips for aptitude and reasoning? Uh, Aptitude, if you are good at DSA, so aptitude and reasoning will automatically be like good only. And if you want to practice for aptitude or DSA, I would suggest for uh, there was one website called, I didn't remember. Uh, Let me just see it. Aptitude. Yeah, India Bix. So you can practice from India Bix. It is a very good place for aptitude and reasoning. Where are you from? I am from Rajasthan, Jodhpur, but currently working as a software developer in Ahmedabad. And yeah, one thing I want to know is how was the stream? Did you like that or not? Any areas for improvement for me? If you tell me, that would be a great help for me as well. I think we have done this stream for like 2.5 hours. So I think if there are no questions, we can just end this live stream. I joined now only, so sorry I can't help you at that time. Stream at what times? Stream will be starting at 11 p.m. in the night. It will be every day, but in the weekends, I will change the timing and like maximize it more, because in weekends more people can join, and I'll take some timing so that I can start in the evening as well. I haven't decided for the weekends, but yeah, I'll change some timing. But for the weekdays, up till Monday to Friday, you can say it will be 11 p.m. in only. Can you specify web development skill? You can go for Merge stack as well, or Java full stack development, or Python Django development. So yeah, if you are, I am specifically from Merge stack, so you can learn MongoDB or MySQL. You can learn Node.js, React, and yeah, that could help you. And if you are talking about the latest technologies, then in backend, Nest.js is very popular, and in the front end, Next.js is very popular. Next.js is based on React.js only, and Nest.js, that is in the backend, is based on Express or Express only. Thank you for sharing your information. It is very helpful. I am your new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Means a lot. This really motivates me to do all these things. Thank you for that. So, any new questions, or yeah, like we can just end the live stream, because if there are no questions, there is no point in extending till 2 a.m. I also need to go to office tomorrow. Denuka, bro, I'm still learning Mern in uni, but front end can't remembering how to practice. Uh, just learn on the basis of making project based learning, I would say. Watch some YouTube tutorials, then make your own projects, then again you can watch a YouTube where there is some creator making a particular project and you can learn from that. So yeah, basically project based learning is what I am saying. Rocking Star, WhatsApp channel create karo bhai. Like it is very difficult to manage all these things, because I also need to go to office, then I barely use any social medias. I just want to focus on this YouTube thing. Yeah, maybe in future I'll create WhatsApp as well, WhatsApp channel or Instagram page and all of that. But for now, like it will be too much for me to handle these things. So maybe in future I will definitely create, but for now I barely use this WhatsApp and Instagram and all of that. So the Suodhi, am I pronouncing it right? Yeah, hello. I know Monstack, bro, but I can't get remember the codes. Rocking Star, actually, like you don't need to like remember the code actually. Like you just need to basically learn the JavaScript, and based on that learn new things. You just need to learn the concepts. You don't need to remember any code. If I am like interpreting it right, what you are saying, you don't need to remember codes. Just learn the learn the concept and just apply it. It will just come naturally once you start practicing it by hand and all of that. Don't use AI, I would recommend it when you are learning. When you are developing, that is a different thing, but if you are learning, just purely do the typing by yourself, by writing the code entirely. If you are using React, then make the states, use the use effects and all of that, see how the changes are working. If you want to know the backend thing, how backend actually works, what I generally do is, in the backend thing, I just console log in each and every function or API, you can say, and I can find the entire what you can say, entire flow of the backend, like how the actual backend is working. So I do this thing a lot. Do I need to remember some code parts by writing as notes? Denuka, what are you talking about? In Monstack, no, you don't need to remember any code parts, just you need to remember the concepts. For example, if you are in the React, you just need to you know what is the life cycle of the React, what are the use states, what are the different hooks, what are the class uh, what are the different things basically. Functional component, class components and all of that. Create one channel and kept only admins can message, and drop one message, we are live. Give WhatsApp link in the description. Yeah, sure, I can do that. I'll think about this. It is a good idea. Thank you for your suggestion. I'll surely look forward for this. Thank you so much for the suggestion. Check my link LinkedIn account once. Yeah, after the stream I'll surely check this your LinkedIn account. What is your LinkedIn account? Can you give, or can you name it? Where do you live again? When okay, when do you live again? Tomorrow? Yeah, I'll do live every day 11 p.m. uh, and yeah, in the weekend I will change the timing and expand the timing so that more people can join, and I'll start a little bit sooner so that yeah, more and more people can join. But for the weekdays from Monday to Friday, I'll come at 11 p.m. every day. Bro, can you share your placement journey and mistakes to avoid? Like my placement journey is not like very like I was basically preparing for off campus only. I didn't like focus on what you can say campus placements, but I wasn't getting anything in from the off campus, so I sit in campus placement seriously, and yeah, I applied for 4 to 5 companies seriously, and among that I got into final rounds of 2 companies, and one of them hired me, and I'm currently working for that. Search in Google who is Manikanta Lukka. Okay, I'll search it after that. After this stream ends, 11 p.m. at Indian time. Yeah, 11 p.m. IST. So Rocking Star, yeah, I'll surely check your LinkedIn after this stream ends. So let me see my channel. Bro, from Mern Stack, what do you suggest to move as a software engineering path? Mm. From Mern Stack, I mean like MongoDB, Express, React, and Node, and that only. And trends basically currently in the full stack software engineering developer in terms of Mern Stack, the front end, the current latest technology is Next.js, which is based on React.js, and for the back end, it is Nest.js, which is built on top of Express.js. So it is currently in trend. And regarding the path, first learn normal HTML, CSS, JS. JS is the most important thing. Then learn how to make APIs. Then front end thing, database thing, and yeah, then move towards the latest trends. Bro, can you refer me or any? Where was that? Bro, can you refer me or any freshers recruitment? Rocking Star, actually my company only hires on basis of campus placements, so I can't help you in that situation. Sorry for that. Bro, how to improve logic making? Like I watched tutorial and then at time of code I forgot the applying concept. So Himanshu Patak, I would like suggest, like even if you watch tutorial, that is not a bad thing. You should watch tutorial, watch solution, read editorial, but make sure that the particular grind that we need to do, like sitting for 1 hour or 40 minutes for a particular problem, trying to find out all the observation, that you also do, because from there you do the main learning. So I would suggest that even if you learn from tutorial, just think by yourself why you couldn't think of that solution, where were you lacking, and all of that. Try to make those observations, then apply the same concept with some other problem, whether are you able to solve that again or not, with some different variety or not. So that will help you. Rocking Star, bro, which college are you studying? So, Rocking Star, I have completed my college. I am currently working as a software engineer. I have a current experience of what 1.5 years. So, Denuka, I am from Sri Lanka. Okay, yeah, that's why you asked for IST or Indian Standard Time. Yeah, understandable. I am doing BSc CS right now, thinking to do online MCA as my current CGPA low. I don't know. So Sam, I don't know like about this particular field, so I can't suggest anything. So yeah, can you share your LinkedIn? I've already shared in the sidebar panel, so you can go on to my LinkedIn, Rocking Star. Which college? I'm currently working as a software developer in like as a software engineer, and I have a work experience of 1.5 years. Yeah, I'm not in currently in college, but previously my college was PDPU. Can I job after doing diploma in computer science from Jinnamalai? I don't know about the college, but yeah, after doing diploma, you can get a good job. So Vineet, bro, my college will start from September. I am in BTech CSE. What should I learn before joining college? What should I learn? You can basically learn Merge Stack or any full stack tech stack that you want to learn. Merge Stack is also good. Java full stack is also good. Python thing is also good. So you can go ahead with that. Can I get job after doing diploma in computer? Yeah, I already answered that. Solve some sliding window questions. Yeah, so I've pinned the message, so you can suggest what questions you want me to solve for tomorrow's live stream. So Fras Sheikh, you can suggest the top 4 questions that you want. Can I get a job? Why are you spamming, bro? Yeah, that would be, but I don't know about that. What all off-campus things are required to get a good job? Like I haven't cracked any off-campus, so like I won't think myself credible enough to answer that. Yeah, because I also got rejections only from off-campus. Do you have any knowledge of React Native? No, I do not have any knowledge of React Native. Samarth, bro, what is your opinion on learning app development? Yeah, app development is like currently very popular. Like in my company also there are most of them are app developers only, especially iOS developer and Flutter developer. Parth, Bhaiya, currently third year and I am following Striver. It is for it is okay. Please give some. Yeah, follow that sheet. That is the best sheet that you can like get because he's Striver, you know. Yes, DU is famous. Why do you do code forces? Aniket, and what college are you in? Aniket, I have already completed my college. I have 1.5 years of experience as a software engineer, and no, I do not do code forces now. I only focus on LeetCode. Adinuka, I did many projects with Monster. So, Atheris, you don't need to spam it. I'll like there is not much chat that I could ignore your message, so there is no need to spam. Even if you give one message, I'll do read it. So Vineet, I started C++ and I thought of studying DSA, so started C and then you thought to solve driver. Yeah, first study C++, HTL, and then you can go for the sheet that you are following. Yeah, Vineet. What are your exact resources that you used and which one was the best among them? So Aniket, I actually didn't use any like particular resource, I just like uh, did everything from scratch. I just opened LeetCode and started solving problems. If I couldn't understand it, I saw the editorials. If I didn't understand something from editorial, I Google searched that. If there was something that like hash map, for example, I didn't knew that at that time, so I just read article on GFG and understand that. And this is how I basically followed. I didn't particularly choose a particular structured learning roadmap. I just did everything from like scratch, trial and error and all of that kind of thing. Yeah, for DSL go I have asked. Bro, do you have Discord? No, I do not have Discord at risk. Bro, currently I am in third year CSC and learning Java full stack, but I think it has more competition. I was thinking from app development. Like it is upon your choice. What do you love more? Either like Java full stack or app development. Then you should focus on that only. Denuka, are you student or employee? I am currently student. Acha, okay, sorry, that was for okay, Denuka. Sorry for that. Why didn't you use tabulation for grid question? Yeah, Aditya, we can use tabulation as well, but I generally go up till memoization only. We can just go for tabulation as well. It is not that hard. We just need to run two for loops, and yeah, instead of starting from beginning, we can just start from the destination, and instead of I plus 1 or j plus 1, we just need to do I minus 1 or j minus 1. It is simple, but yeah, I don't go up till tabulation. Why college start with C? I also don't know because my college also started with C, then they moved to C++, and yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it is the like how they follow. You learn this code for which YouTube channel? You learn this code for which YouTube channel? Vinith, I didn't understand this question. You learned this code for which YouTube channel? Why didn't you tabulate for a grade? Yeah, I have already asked, answered. Why did you? Yeah, I don't know how to get practice. I have started on the mon, but when I coding without looking at my note. Denuka, like just then prefer like you see a YouTube video which is actually making a project, and with that you sync in with your code. So the person who is actually teaching on YouTube how to make a project, while he is making that project, you also side by side code. So this is how you can practice. That is one advice that I can give you. My friend solved 700 on LeetCode, night rating, okay, code forces specialist, he has two project, full stack, can he expo? What package? Like, Aniket, it depends on college, it depends on, like, it depends on various factors, like, it is not just about LeetCode or anything. But yeah, if he's doing everything good, like he will he will get a good package. And obviously I can't name a particular package. It depends on what companies are coming and all of that. Can you solve LCA live? Lowest common, yeah, in the next live stream we can take LCA live. Aniket, from which channel you learn this code to solve question? Okay, Vineet, I just started learning DSA from scratch. I didn't like prefer or look forward to any YouTube channel. I just learned everything from scratch. If I don't know anything, I googled it, or from YouTube, if I get any video, I saw it. There is not a particular YouTube channel, but yeah, I just randomly uh, searched and solved that. This is how I follow. Good night, bro. Yeah, good night, rocking star. Good night. I found structure union amble part more difficult to understand. I found structure amble. What is this structure union amble part more difficult? I didn't understand. I am first on your YouTube channel. I am just curious what your college or do some job. Yeah, gaming up. I am currently doing job. I have 1.5 years of experience. B is from tier 3. tier 3 he can get up to like 12 LPA, because for tier 3 like max to max, like as far as I know 12 LPA comes as max for tier 3. Maybe one or two company might come which give around 25 LPA, but then it also depends on what is the relative competition around in the college. But can you give realistic expectation for him? Yeah, I've already said like he can get like I can't comment like I like what companies do come and all of that. In my college the max was like 12 LPA, but some student got 25 LPA also from the campus placement as well. It is there in C++ after array as part of structure union okay, union enum. No, it is not that hard to understand. You can learn that easily, Vineet. Bro, make a video how we update LinkedIn account as developers A to Z. I will share on my uni group if you make it fully detailed. Yeah, sure. I will try to make that as well, Denuka. Yeah, sure. And yeah, search my LinkedIn account. Yeah, I'll sure do that. Rocking star. Yeah, it's already 2 a.m. so I think I should like just stop the stream now. I need to go to office also tomorrow morning. So yeah, so I enjoyed streaming this today. Love to chat with you all guys. So yeah, let us just end this stream. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. See you soon. See you tomorrow only at 11 p.m. So yeah, thank you. Bye bye.